Freddie the Fish and the Coral Reef Talent Show. Once beneath the luminous waves of the Melody Sea, where the water was as clear as laughter, there was a lively little fish named Freddie. Freddie was a small fish with scales that shimmered like sapphires and emeralds in the sunlight that pierced the deep blue world. He lived in a vibrant part of the sea known as Harmony Reef, where the corals bloomed like underwater flowers and the marine life was as varied as it was brilliant. Freddie loved his home and all his neighbors in the reef. There were the clams that clicked rhythms that sounded like the softest maracas, the seahorses that twirled with grace, and the shrimp that could drum against their chests to make the whole ocean floor vibrate with their song. Every year, Harmony Reef held a grand event that had all the fish in fins of excitement, the Coral Reef Talent Show. It was a day where every sea creature, no matter how big or small, could share their talents with friends and family. However, this year, Freddie felt a ripple of worry in his gills. He had always wanted to join the talent show, but he didn't know what his talent was. He couldn't juggle like the octopus, or shoot water rings like the dolphins, or even change colors like the cuttlefish. Everyone has a special talent but me, Freddie sighed softly, making tiny bubbles float up to the water's sun-dappled surface. One day, while swimming somberly near the silky sands of the seabed, Freddie met an old turtle named Timothy. Seeing that Freddie was down in the dumps, Timothy asked him what was troubling his little fish heart. "It's the talent show," Freddie confided. "I want to take part, but I'm just an ordinary fish with no special talents." Timothy chuckled, the sound rumbling like a gentle sea quake. "Freddie," he said warmly, "everyone has something that makes them special. Sometimes, it takes a little bit of searching and a dash of daring to find it. Why don't I help you look for your talent?" So, Timothy and Freddie set out on a current-swept quest to uncover Freddie's hidden talent. They met the dancing kelp that swayed to the music of the waves, asking if Freddie could dance. He tried, but ended up tangling his fins more than anything else. Next, they consulted the painting pufferfish, whose art was as explosive as their ability to puff up. Freddie took a fin at splashing paint on a canvas of coral, but all he managed to do was cover himself in colorful splotches. Feeling a tad more disheartened with every try, Freddie and Timothy continued on until they met the singing whales. Their songs could be heard for miles, beautiful and haunting. Freddie took a deep breath and sang a note so flat, it made a nearby school of fish swim away in a frenzy. As the sun began to set, casting a golden cloak over Harmony Reef, Timothy turned to Freddie. "Well, Freddie, we've tried quite a few things today. Maybe it's time we head back home." As they swam, something caught Timothy's eye. A group of baby clownfish were struggling against the current, unable to find the safety of the anemone school. Timothy, weighed down by age, couldn't fight the strong pull of the current, but Freddie, with his small size and agile body, zipped through the water with ease. He darted back and forth, guiding each baby clownfish back to the anemones one by one, his scales catching the roses and violets in the sky, making him look like a rescuing rainbow. All the other sea creatures gathered to watch, cheering for Freddie's brave and selfless act. As Freddie gently nudged the last clownfish into the protective embrace of the sea anemones, the reef erupted in applause. "You see, Freddie," said Timothy, beaming with pride, "your talent has been revealed. You have the rare gift of courage and compassion, and you move through the sea with a speed that even the current envies." Freddie beamed, his heart as full as the moon that now hung above the Harmony Reef. At the talent show, there was no question about what his act would be. Freddie reenacted his daring rescue, with the baby clownfish playing along, pretending to be in peril. When the show was over, Freddie didn't just win a prize, he won the admiration and hearts of everyone in the reef. From that day on, Freddie no longer felt just like a regular fish, because he knew that everyone had a special talent within, and his was as invaluable as it was noble. And so, the Coral Reef Talent Show not only celebrated the unique abilities of the sea creatures but also taught them to appreciate the everyday heroes among them. As for Freddie, he was no longer just a fish in the sea, he was Freddie the Fish, the bravest little fellow in the Melody Sea, who reminded everyone that the greatest talent of all is the kindness we share.